Hello everyone, my name is Choi, and today I'm going to speak about a massive shift that's going on the internet right now, hence the title, The End of the Click, Living and Working in the Agentic Era, so we'll get more into that. Originally from the UK, I'm Chinese, Scottish, living in Amsterdam for the last few years, currently a co-founder, working in stealth, but very happy to be here speaking about AI in a church today, so I'm very excited. Thank you. All right, so let's get started. Again, my name is Choi. The title of the speech today is called End of the Click. And let's start with just some hands up. Who here uses AI, let's say, every day? Okay, I think that's nearly the whole room. And keep your hands up if you think that you are now outsourcing part of your brain to AI. I know I definitely am, a lot of hands as well. And you're not the only ones. Let me take you on a short journey of how we used to search for things online. So a couple of years ago, if I wanted to learn something simple, let's say like how to do a push-up, I would Google it, right? I'd open up a few tabs, maybe I'd go onto a fitness blog, maybe I'd sign up to a newsletter, maybe I'd watch a video. There was a relationship there. Now I can ask the same question to AI and I get a whole training plan, I get a perfect answer, all there in the chatbot in front of me. It's fantastic for the user. And it hasn't stopped there. It keeps getting more and more advanced. Small example, last week I had to make a one-pager for a client. I was in between meetings, back to back. I was very busy. I thought, let me just put in my 20-page pitch deck into Claude and let it do it for me. And it was good, surprisingly good. I barely had to make any changes. And I know I'm not the only one. I know a lot of us are using AI for productivity. And if you ask anyone at university these days, if they're using AI, it's not, are they using AI? It's how they're getting away with it. Because it's no longer a supplement that they use on the side. It is their primary way of starting something. Now, what do all those three examples I've just told you have in common? So the push-up, the one-pager, the students. That original journey we're taking on the internet of browsing, searching, clicking is now changing, and we're delegating those decisions to AI. Now, this is the beginning of something they're calling agentic commerce, in which AI is reshaping the way the consumer journey works online, starting with the browsing, the searching, the clicking, and ultimately payments as well. What I'm going to speak about today, though, is how this is already affecting everyone in this room, but who's also feeling it the most. Over the last year, I've spent a lot of time speaking to many publishers. And when I talk about publishers, I'm not talking about book publishers. I'm talking about online magazines, online newspapers, online blogs, anyone who's an authority online. And when I speak to these people, there is one common feeling that they all share, and that is fear. The reason being, these are the people that have put in the time to make the internet what it is for all of us today. They've spent countless years writing articles. You can think of online newspapers, online magazines. This is the fundamental, what the web is made of. And traditionally, they don't have any products that they sell. The way they make money is they make money off a click, a view, an ad on their webpage. The problem with AI changing the way we search is when I go onto ChatGPT and ask how to do a push-up, the 6 fitness blogs and magazines that used to get my human view and my money now are getting AI robot bots instead, and that magazine is not making any revenue at all, and they're losing website traffic. And this is, oh, sorry, a little bit of static there. This is something that is happening across the industry. So big publishers, small publishers, medium publishers, they're all feeling this pain. And they're seeing a analytics dashboard going down over the last 12 months, and they have no idea how to stop it. The big publishers, the household names that we all know, they're feeling the pressure, but you know, they can afford expensive lawyers. They might even be able to do a deal with OpenAI or Google themselves. It's not too worrying. They're not going to go out of business. I've spoken to mid-sized publishers. So these are people that have done everything right. They have a loyal brand following them. They made sure to diversify their income early. They're not just making money off ads, they're also doing other things. And yet still, they're showing me dashboards in which they're losing 30, 40, 50, 60% website traffic year on year. And then we get to the small publishers, the independent bloggers, people that write these articles online, and they are simply dying. There's no other way to put it. I spoke to someone recently who's now working 3 jobs because the blog that she used to use to pay her bills is no longer getting any website traffic and she's not making any money there. And one conversation in particular stayed with me. I spoke to a founder here in Amsterdam and he said, I love AI, I use it every day, but I don't know what my role is anymore. He lost 50% of his website traffic last year. He's been having this blog for 20 years. When you used to search in when you used to search in Google, things to do in Amsterdam, his website used to come up. Now you're asking AI. AI is giving you a great answer, taking his content, but not giving him the click, not giving him the view. And he wasn't angry, he was just lost. And this is something that's happening to all publishers, all magazines, newspapers across the industry, just the scale is different. Now, this isn't just about publishers, this is something that is happening to all of us. Just to give you a little bit more about the statistics of what that looks like, there are currently 900 million ChatGPT users every single week. There is about 1.5 billion people using Google's AI monthly, and 44% of people who've tried any sort of AI model have now said it's their primary way of searching online. This shift is seismic, and the behavior is not going anywhere, it's here to stay. And because 44% of people that use AI for the first time now make it their primary way, 60% of Google searches are now ending without a click. Suddenly it's making sense why these publishers are suffering. And again, to bring it back to the wider thing that's happening right now, we're also seeing that AI bots are going to probably exceed human traffic by 2027, which is next year. That's the CEO of Cloudflare said that about 2 weeks ago. And ultimately where this is leading is, again, agentic commerce. AI not just helping us with searching and browsing, but eventually payments as well. And this is not something that's in the far distant future. This is something that's happening right now. In January this year, Alibaba updated their chatbot so users in China could make purchases, buy flights, make transactions, and during Lunar New Year, there was 120 million purchases, completed orders in 6 days, with 1.5 million of those being by people over the age of 60. So agentic commerce is not something in the far off future, it's happening right now. In the West, we're a little bit further behind. OpenAI and ChatGPT launched their checkout late last year, but they killed it in a few months because they found, at least in the West, people were comfortable using ChatGPT to find a product, but they weren't quite ready to click buy yet. So what does this shift tell us? It tells us that that first 90% of the user journey, the searching, the browsing, the recommendation, the clicking, is all being swallowed already by AI. That last 10%, which is actually giving out our money, is the toughest bit to crack, and there's all of the companies out there right now focusing on that and how that's going to happen. But the thing I think is most important, that I think is being underlooked, is the fact that before an AI tells you what to buy, before it recommends something, it has to search. And where does it get all that content from? It gets it from the layer that's beneath all of it. The original content creators on the web, the publishers. Without original unique content, these AI systems have nowhere to get this information. And yet they're the ones feeling this the most negatively. So I started this talk saying that I was part of the problem I was going to describe to you today, and that you probably were as well. Because every time I delegate my decision making and searching to AI, to ChatGPT. I'm part of the reason that Amsterdam Founders lost 50% of his traffic last year and is likely to go out of business. And it's not just me, it's 900 million people every single week doing this. Now, this isn't a guilt trip, this is just the reality and mechanics of what is happening right now. The old internet rewarded whoever got the click, but suddenly this is being uprooted and turned on its head. The new internet is about who is readable by AI, who the machine trusts, and right now the one the machine trusts the most are the ones suffering the most as well. And yes, publishers are the most prime example of this, but this is coming for everyone in this room, everyone who is needing to be found online, anyone who has a business to be found online. You need to now change everything that you're doing. And I understand that this speech has been very doom and gloom. I'm seeing a lot of depressed faces out there. And yeah, it is bad for publishers. But I want to end on a touch of hope and good news. There are a few of us working on a solution for publishers. Not only trying to make sure that they survive in this age of AI and getting this great, but also thrive, make money, and continue their business as well. That's not what today's talk is about, but you're welcome to follow me online. I speak about this a lot, and yeah, happy to answer some questions. Thank you very much.